Hello, Mr. Mutangiri. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
How are you? Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Our
Yes.
viewers have been waiting for this. So before we waste any more of their time, welcome to our program, Mr. Mutangiri. My name is Rosemary Mupambwa. I'm a relationship coach. Most people call me the love coach, and I also organize retreats. So welcome. Tell me about you. Who is this famous Thomas Mutangiri? All the way from London, UK. We feel honored, by the way, for you to
Yeah,
spare some time to be with us.
I'm actually in Scotland, in Edinburgh. That's
Oh
where,
my goodness.
yeah, that's where I'm best. So it's 12 hours away by a coach to London, or 5 hours by train.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Thomas Mutangiri, popularly known as Mkoma Gwangu, is just an ordinary Zimbabwean who just
Oh,
like to talk when needed to. Otherwise, he's just a simple guy, a simple Zimbabwean who mix
okay.
and mingle with people when necessary.
Yeah. Your internet is kind of a little bit slow, so you're getting stuck. I'm not sure whether it's where you're sitting right now or it's um, the network itself.
Let me see. I just don't know. It might be my network, and oh, I'm not really quite sure because this is the tablet I use when we are doing most of the shows on DDC. So
Okay.
I just don't know what's really the problem. It might be, well, the internet, but I'm not quite sure.
Okay, okay. Anyway, let's go ahead because I know I've had a lot of questions. So tell me, Mr. Mutangiri, you are not just an ordinary Thomas Mutangiri. You are an honored Thomas Mutangiri. You have appeared on a lot of platforms and you also have your own show, Face the Truth. You are a guy that speaks the truth. And I like you because you always tell us as is. That's why I invited you to this forum for you to tell us women, what do men really look for, or what attracts a man to a woman? At first glance, you see the woman. What really attracts men to women? Because most women have no idea. We have all these things that we have been taught and that we have learned from the internet. But I wanted to hear from the horse's mouth. What is it that attracts
Eh,
men to women?
Men in general, we are visual beings.
Yes.
Before we look at a woman, the structure,
Hmm.
there are some character, like most Africans, the way we were
Yeah.
brought up. We look
Yeah.
at the structure of a person,
Uh-huh.
um, and all the, I can say, the outside appearance. Then
Okay.
we will approach the lady. But there are very few who look up at what I get, the behavior of a person. It's something that come at a later stage. It's like someone who, I will put it this way.
Yeah.
Let's say First, I travel a lot, and when I look at a place, maybe it's advertised on the television, or I look in maybe in a magazine. Like,
Yeah.
for example, when I looked at Istanbul, I
Mm-hmm.
looked at it on telly and some of the magazine, and it appeared a beautiful city to
Mm-hmm.
me. Then I organized a holiday to go there.
Yeah.
But I didn't look at how these people there treat black people. I only see at the visual side of it, and then I
Mm-hmm.
visited it. So
Right.
how those people treated people like black people is something I will see when I get there. Then I'll say,
Right.
"Oh no, I won't come back here again." And that's what we do as men when we approach ladies. They
Mm-hmm.
I can say the character of a lady. Yes, there are some, but not very many. It's either, oh, ndofarira kaslimi, then I will approach a slimy, ndofarira anadafdunda. Then that's what I will look at. And that's what most men do.
Okay. So so now what you are telling me is the physical appearance first is
Yes,
what matters.
yes.
Okay. So now if I have let's say a big body, but I
Yeah.
do have a beautiful smile. My hair is all done, but I am like, what can I say, an obese, big woman. Is that
Eh,
going to attract you to me?
to be quite frank, most African men prefer
Mm-hmm.
those what we call big ladies. But when I come over here, so it's totally different from the Europeans or the
Mm-hmm.
Westerners, should I say. They look at slimmer ladies. But
Mm-hmm.
in most African countries, from the rough survey I have done, they look at how big a lady is. Is big, is bad, the boobs are big, and all the stuff. That's what they look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
see, the Western world is a total different ball game altogether. They
Mm-hmm.
look at something else. They want their ladies slim and all the stuff. Those are the Westerners. Or I can say, when I say the Westerners, even those blacks brought out in the Western world, they have got
Mm.
that similar behavior as well.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So now what you are telling me is black men, they prefer the bigger women,
Yeah,
voluptuous.
African men in particular, and I've seen it's the same trend with some Asian men, but I
Mm-hmm.
haven't done a much. I can say a thorough research on them, but from the little I have observed, we
Mm-hmm.
are just the same.
Okay. Okay. So the message that I want to relay to my fellow women is it doesn't matter how big you are.
Size
There is
doesn't
somebody.
it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. So we have seen some trying to go to the gym, and after they have lost weight, they are left, and someone goes for a bigger machine.
Yeah. Wow. Yes. I have seen that happen, Mr. Mutangiri, where women kill themselves. They go to the gym, they lose all this weight. But sometimes also, you men uh, can also start telling the woman that, you know what, I think it's time for you to lose all this baby weight because this is not right. Yes, Bongi, chubby women. Yeah, so Bongi is watching us from South Africa. Yeah. So, and then afterwards, you see that this man who has just got married to this beautiful, slim woman, she gives birth to a child, and now she has all this baby weight. And then the man starts going out with slimmer women. It's a little confusing for us. Then,
Eh,
what do we do?
what I can say is, in most cases, as I've said, I have visited, let's say I have visited Toronto.
Yeah.
They, they really admired what I see on telly or in magazines. Then I'm in
Yeah.
Toronto. I find the Torontans are racist. And I said, no, I'm not gay. I'm not going to come back here. So some
Uh-huh.
men will start saying those things, especially when you took someone is as big as she is. Then you start saying, no, hey, you've put too much weight. It's just looking for a way out. There is something. If, like you have gone to a place, you see these people are bloody racist. I don't want to visit there again. Some men are not just open as I am. They will look for an excuse to say, you've put too much weight, this and that. But
Mhm.
when you approached her, she was chubby. She was still
Yeah.
chubby. So what's the problem now? So it's just an escape route or a getaway passage. You will be looking at, because as a man, even if you get, let's say you have your leg was slim, some ladies
Yeah.
change if they get there, because I've seen quite a number who were slim. I met someone recently. I attended primary school with it. I couldn't believe that was here, because
Yeah.
yeah, she used to be called the Mujga and Kori when we were at primary. But when I meet her, if she hasn't recognized me, I wouldn't
Mhm.
even, because she said, Moro is Moro Magadi. I thought is some people who just knew me from the social media.
Yeah.
Then when she said, Thomas Wabuda Dagai, that's when I said, no, this person. If only when she told me her name, when I said,
Yeah.
oh my God. But she said, no, I can't blame you, because you know me as a very skinny person and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But here I am. So, as a man, you should be prepared for that, because a woman can put on weight. And once you put on weight, it's very difficult to lose it,
Mhm. Mhm.
because
Mhm.
you are focused on so many things, children, maybe your career, and all the stuff. There is a very little a time for you to lose all the that weight. So as a man, you should be prepared for anything when you get married to someone, because you can't leave someone simply because she has put on weight.
Yeah.
To me, that's crazy. But a man, you should be prepared. You should be just like a driver. You should be able to drive in the rain,
Mhm.
drive in the dust roads or bad roads. You should be prepared for that, because that's life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My next question, Mr. Mutangiri, is what about how a woman dresses? Like, the way she, for example, you are on a date, a woman comes to you wearing a, a miniskirt. This is the very first date. Would you prefer somebody who is wearing a very short miniskirt, or somebody who is dressed up in a long dress like a tsigandikurori?
I wouldn't like Zanku those very long one, these Arab type of dresses that can't be cut. But I would
Yeah.
like a decent dress. A miniskirt
Yeah.
to me is no. And I don't even approach someone someone wearing a miniskirt. To be quite honest, you should
Yeah.
dress decently. Not that you even struggle to sit on a
Yes.
chair, be it in a restaurant or wherever. You struggle because you are trying to cover. You end up taking off the cardigan or jersey and putting it on here. It shows something is wrong.
Yeah.
That's me. But I've seen some people don't really care.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So how a woman dresses also affects what attracts you to them, right?
Yeah, what
Okay.
their attire. Some put on this attire that is appealing to you. You can, she is a decent, because there are some miniskirts I have seen, and you see
Yeah.
someone, honestly, you have got children like boy child, and that miniskirt, we are just about to see the undies and all that. I don't quite get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't quite get it.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. No. Thank
Because
you for that because
before let me explain. Even if
mhm,
your food is left at home uncovered,
yeah.
flies and
Mhm.
cockroaches will just hover on it like helicopters on a mission. It doesn't really look nice. So this is what happens because um, where a beast is slaughtered, a cow.
Yeah. Mhm.
If you cut that gut of a beast, that's where you
Yeah.
get many flies. You get many flies there, but it doesn't really mean that those flies are coming for the meat. They're actually coming for that ganji gut.
Yeah.
So if you are wearing like that, yes, men will be hovering at you like helicopters on a mission, but it's only for temporary, not really to take you and to put you in
Yeah.
in the kitchen like we normally say.
Yeah. So my other question also, Mr. Mutangiri, because I have all these questions that the viewers they've been sending to me. The next one
Yeah.
is makeup. Do you prefer a woman who is plain Jack, or somebody who is naturally beautiful? They don't even use any type of makeup like lipstick and stuff like that. For me, I love wearing lipstick and I love wearing makeup. Yes, sometimes I go out without makeup, but I love my lipstick. And when I have my lipstick, like this color of lipstick, I feel powerful and I feel sexy. You know what I mean? I can approach anything and I can say whatever I want. What's your take on that? On women that wear makeup, that don't wear makeup, that wear too much makeup?
For me, it's not much of a problem, but
Hmm.
when someone looks like a Christmas tree, it's a total put off to me. I once worked with a manager. I'm sure she
Hmm.
didn't have much confidence. She was this chubby manager. The way
Yeah.
she was putting her makeup, it was a
Hmm.
total put off to me. And I worked
Hmm.
with one Nigerian lady as well who was a nurse.
Yeah.
Honestly, I used to say to one of my friends, Chau ya chigurechi, because the way, honestly speaking, yes, makeup is okay, but if you overdo it,
Yeah.
um, you scare even your children with your
Yeah.
makeup. Even the nails, you see some of the people's nails, they just appear like that artifact or a sambani, as we call it in our back home. You know,
Yeah.
hey,
Mhm.
no, for me, that's me. But others, they find it okay.
Yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you. So now what you are telling women is makeup is good as long as it doesn't turn you into a Barbie doll or a Christmas tree, something that enhances your beauty,
Yeah,
right?
I might put on clothes, put
Hmm.
on a blue hat, red, what? It's a big. You will say, oh, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
dress something. Even if your man, you will say, oh no, this is not nice. Just dress
Hmm.
properly. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Um, Another thing as well that some women are really scared of is a woman who is financially independent, a powerful businesswoman who earns more money than you, who has all these properties. Is that a kind of woman you would approach, or that would be intimidating to men? Because I've seen, why I'm asking is I have some ladies that I'm working with, and they say, the Auntie Rosie, we are now scared to start looking for love because a lot of men that have approached them are saying, you have too much money, you are out of my lane, I don't want to be controlled by a woman because she has so much money. I will feel like a little boy following the mom. Is that true to you?
To me, I can approach you even if you are the president of the country. I fear nobody. Eh, what I hate if you disrespect me just because
Yeah.
we have got money. That one, we have crossed the path. Uh-uh. You
Yeah.
go this way, I go that way. But what they are saying is true. There are some men who are intimidated
Hmm.
by the status of a lady. I've seen quite a men who don't even feel comfortable. And even if you approach someone who is well up, they
Yeah.
are, the question will be, hey, wakam shukira say, but that's
Yeah.
hey, that shouldn't be a hindrance if you want someone, as long as that person is approachable. Because there are some ladies who are just not approachable,
Yeah.
who will say if you talk, I know we are in the same class. There are some ladies who are that rude. So you automatically know, no, she's not for me. But any lady, no matter your post here, I've already said you might be a president of as long as I have access to talk to you,
Yeah.
I will. Yeah. That's not an issue.
Okay.
It's
So
so
now,
it's so interesting even to be driven by a lady in a car she's driving. You are looking
mhm,
at her and oh, it's quite nice. Or
mhm,
just to be to have a lady like me. I used to love, these reporters, and I approached the two of them back home,
yeah.
and they turned me down. But it's so easy. I loved the journalists these who appeared on telly. I approached the two of them. One from she was working in Blawai, and another one in Harare.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. That's not a problem.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh wow, yeah. Thank you for that clarity. Because yeah, I've seen a lot of women that are kind of stalling their progress in life because they've been advised, oh, you can't buy a house, you can't buy a car, you can't start advancing yourself way too much because men are going to be scared of you. They won't approach you. So for you to find a man, you have to be at a certain standard of financial freedom that it won't scare men away. So all this is a lie. It just depends on how uh, uh, independent and confident the other guy is, right?
Yeah, it all depends on confidence. And some men are not. I've got a guy I know.
Hmm.
He's so afraid of approaching ladies, very afraid.
Yeah.
And these guys have been there ever since, even prior to the arrival of the Westerners in our land. Uh, at the end of the day, the aunties, the sisters will have to organize a lady for him because he doesn't have the guts to approach a lady. So back then, there were no empowered ladies like they
Hmm.
are today, but
Yeah.
still there were some cowards who couldn't approach a lady.
Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, there are some many, quite a number of them who are like that.
Okay. Yeah. My last question. Well, there's uh, my last but not least. One lady asked, she said, I am a white woman and
Yeah.
I love going out with black men. But some of the black men are really scared to approach me because they feel I might start discriminating them in the relationship.
What I've said about some men back then, prior to the arrival of the Westerners, we still
Yeah.
have those men today. And if that man is even afraid of approaching a black lady, what of a white one? It's like telling him to climb the Mount Everest without any shoes, and he's
Yeah.
cold up there, Mount Everest. So if he is afraid to approach his own people, what of
Hmm.
someone of a different race? That's a mountain task for that guy.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, the questions keep coming. But anyway, here is another one. Um, Mr. Mtangiri, how important is sex in a relationship? When you first meet a woman, how soon do does a woman expect to have sex with a man? Or for men generally, how soon do you want to have sex with, this lady you have met? And does sex mean anything to you in a relationship?
Sex is the pillar of relationship
Hmm.
because without it, without it, I don't know. I don't see the need for that relationship to be quite honest. But
Yeah.
having it, it all depends
Hmm.
on how you click.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can you can have it on the very first day, depending on how click. Because ladies, it's the way you talk to them and all the stuff. Sometimes they will be just saying to themselves, "Why can't you just drag me to the bedroom?" Because it's it's difficult for a lady to
Yeah.
to say to a man, can we have it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So some ladies, even during that first day, she will say, what kind of a man? Take me, take me in that bed.
Yeah, I know because uh, for us black women, I think it's really tough to initiate it, right?
Before
We,
for yeah, black woman, but I can brutally say ladies from South Africa are a bit different.
yeah,
Ah, they are a bit different because they are a bit more westernized than our ladies because they don't waste time.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, is that a good attribute to have? That when a woman really wants sex, they can initiate it.
What we must I I personally don't really care because a woman is just a human being like me. But
Yeah.
some men, quite a number of men, might
Mhm.
use that against you.
Yes.
This is what I've experienced because I watch you. She's so loose. Hey, she's a human being, just like you. The way you want it is the way she
She
also
wants
wants
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
So yeah, to some honestly, it's a problem. But some are now uh, getting to be a bit exposed, and they know these things happen. But what I've discovered is when they don't get on later in the relationship, some men
Mhm.
wants to remind the ladies, and I don't think it's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow. You know what, Mr. Mtangiri? I wish
because
we had.
let me tell you, this thing happens even in the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
If you a cow or a female beast
Yeah.
will only sound if it moves for its calf, if it's nursing a calf. But
Yeah.
if you hear a female that doesn't have a calf
Mm-hmm.
mooing,
Yeah.
it's actually attracting a bull. If you see
Wow.
them licking each other, they
Uh-huh.
might be, or it's a clear sign of telling the bull that we are here.
Yeah.
Or you will see them mounting each other. Females, if you don't have a bull, then you should look for a good breed and take them there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the same in our in people because ladies are just human beings like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. As you said, Mr. Mtangiri, some men will also tend to use that against you, especially when the relationship turns sour, as one of our viewers here, Bongi, is saying. Um, because this is some of the things that, prevents women to be um, independent in the relationship, to be
As you
free in the relationship, to say whatever they want, because they are scared that, if this relationship goes sideways, this man is going to be talking bad about me.
but normally it's actually weak men who do that because
Yeah,
a really gentleman, even if I don't get on with somebody, I
yeah,
won't go about telling people, no matter that person I've taken here from a pub, I will
yeah,
not tell. the other people what she is like, because you never know. We have seen some people marrying ladies they have taken from pubs, and you have said that to your friends and all the stuff. Ndopete
Mm.
uzokuvhunza kuti wakazofunga zvokuroora vamuhure vaya, then wogumbuka tazo uchabaya munhu nebanga, asi ndiwe waifamba uchitaura izvezvo. You don't say, even if it's the lady you have taken from a pub, just know it
Yeah.
to yourself that you paid her so much,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because you
Mm-hmm.
never know. You have slept together. You don't know what you have left in here. Maybe you have left a baby boy or a baby girl in here. And you have said all those things, especially on social media. Then
Mm.
tomorrow, your daughter or your son see all that the evil things you said on social media. It's not nice.
Mm-hmm.
That son or the daughter won't even like you at all. So yeah, this is about, I'm just saying to my fellow guys, let's not do that.
Yeah.
If a
Okay.
relationship is over, it's over.
Yeah.
Part your ways, amicable, peaceful,
Mm-hmm.
and each and everyone has start his own life, move on with his or her life. But I've seen, but normally it's weak men who do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah. The questions they are still coming in. I honestly wish if we had like an hour or 2 hours to go through them. But yeah, let me just uh, throw this one last one. Um, we
If
spoke
you have
about.
got time, I'm off. That's fine. I'm at home and I don't have anything to do. If you have time, if your baby, if you are permitted, you ask. I'm not. I don't have a problem. I'm not in a rush.
Okay, okay. Thank you for that. Yeah. So my other question here is religion. How does
Mm.
religion play a part in a relationship? Can that attract a man to a woman? You know, if the woman is religious or spiritual, does she go to church? Does she pray? Is she a person who believes in God or believes in higher power? You know, does that play a part in a man being attracted to a woman because of that?
To some men, yes. To some ladies, yes. But uh, to, from my own observation, it doesn't really matter. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
both ways. Yeah, it depends again on how the person was brought up. Uh, some are strong believers. Some just go there for just to wind up time. So
Mm-hmm.
to some, yes, but it doesn't really matter. If I if I love somebody, it doesn't matter. She doesn't go to church or what.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here is another question from Farai.
Mm.
Mr. Mutangiri, from a man's perspective, what qualities do men find most irresistible beyond the physical attraction? How can women showcase these authentically in the relationships?
Uh, Many men, from some discussions I have done with my fellow guys,
Yeah,
including myself, many doesn't want someone who is flippant.
yeah.
You come from work,
Mm-hmm.
this the house become Capitol Hill or the House of Commons, the
Yeah.
Parliament. This way, I called you, you never replied. You are at work, you know how stressful. Sometimes you just see a message and read it. Blue ticket,
Mm-hmm.
Then you
Mm-hmm.
go back to your work. You just take yourself away. I know I'm going to the toilet. You see the message. Oh, sometimes you don't have the time to reply. You said, I will reply maybe during my break. If you
Mm-hmm.
fail to do that when you get home, you know you are in a courtroom under justice, whoever, court adjourned. Yeah, you did this, you did that. Most men, including myself, I don't like. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you are stressed sometimes at work, and I should feel when I go home. That's where I will get peace. But if you don't get that peace at home, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't become a good home. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Men once
Mm-hmm.
respected, they say it's end. Yes. But if you are too flippant, you take a small thing to be a very big thing. Most men they doesn't want that. Or
Mm-hmm.
if you say, let's say, ladies are working these days, he buy you a suit, and one day you were seen just not that you were talking something sinister with that lady. You are told, kutoita sina basa nesuti yandakakutengera. Oh, oh, ibva watongorega kutenga suti yachona, ibva warega zvachose. Aiwa, no, that's not it. If you buy someone's mother something, yeah, I bought your mother this for Christmas. I did. Hey. Oh, please keep your money. If
Yeah.
that's the case, I've seen ladies like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because what I know, what I've seen again with most ladies, a man, I can um, I can fall in love even if I'm living in Borodale or in any affluent suburb.
Mm-hmm.
In any part of the world, I can see a lady who is pushing a wheelbarrow, selling maize cobs, saying chibage, umumbu. Then I can fall in love with you and say, hey, come on, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is how the way I survive. I can say, okay, you go and you put this wheelbarrow bag to whoever you are working for. Let's come and I take you to that affluent suburb, dress here, do everything, and she become a presentable wife. But
Mm-hmm.
on the woman's side, there is nothing like that.
Yeah.
Never. No matter how the thing is, when you approach, imagine she has stopped a Benz, a Mercedes Benz, she want to buy maybe roasted maize cobs. And
Mm-hmm.
the guy said, you know what? I have feelings for you. She would look at
Mm-hmm.
him and "Unondishurira here? Ndaresva here kutenga chibage chenyu?" This is what a man can love unconditionally. But for ladies, there is a question mark.
Yeah. No, I can answer that for you, Mr. Mutangiri. The thing
Yeah.
is, men have been conditioned or have been brought up to be breadwinners, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, when I was growing up, that is one of the qualities that my dad asked me to look for in a man. Is he able to look after you? Can he support you? Right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
So,
saying.
mm,
But we don't have that mentality that I should date someone who is like this. As long as I see the person and I feel, oh, she's a nice lady, I'll go for her
mm,
regardless. But
yeah.
for a lady, there must be a certain standard you have for her to say, okay, Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You know, yeah, I don't deny that because most women I have known that have dated or have been married to men that earn much, much less than them or that are less accomplished than them, the men have also turned to use that against the men because they will say to the woman, oh, you think because they have more money than me, you can tell me what to do. Even if sometimes, when a woman wants help with some stuff in the house or she wants a car to be washed or things like that, and then she asks, the sweetheart, hey, honey, can you wash my car for me? Or can you go and pick up this? Or can you make lunch for us? A man can then turn against you and say, well, you think because you earn more money than me, you can go ahead and push me around.
It's it's not really, I can say, a man thing. Yes, it is quite um, just something to do, I think, with our culture. That,
Mm-hmm.
but things like, for example, what you have said, cleaning a car. You can't
Yeah.
let a woman clean a car honestly while you are there.
Mm-hmm.
You can't
Mm-hmm.
let a woman mow the yard while you are there. If you
Mm-hmm.
see a woman doing that, then something is wrong. Even
Mm-hmm.
in our only only traditionally, if people see you plowing with the cows, they
Mm-hmm.
will the first question they will ask, don't you have oxen to do
Yeah.
this job? Because they know the cow is for bearing children and supplying milk to the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, some men, as I've said, are uncomfortable dating or marrying women who are a bit powerful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine
Yeah.
a man who has low self-esteem,
Yeah.
and the wife is the president. She is going
Mm-hmm.
on an international duty, maybe to the United Nations, and you are left behind. She's going with a contingent
Mm-hmm.
of maybe 12 men. If you are a weak man, you will walk out of that relationship.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, because you feel so low.
Yeah.
In that relationship, you will be seeing mirages. You know, when you are traveling in a tired road and it's hot, the
Yeah.
road appears there is a pool of water in front of you, but it's something that doesn't exist, but you see it in your eyes because in that guy's eyes, he's
Yeah.
seeing his wife sleeping with somebody.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, there are weak men who can't get someone who is powerful. But
Yeah.
for me, I'll be proud of that. Oh my God.
Mm. Yeah. So anyway, that's all we had for you. But to round up,
Yeah,
what I've gotten from this is the size of a person doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how big you are, ladies out there. It doesn't matter how big you are, how voluptuous you are, how tall you are. Physical attraction is also very important. Men are visual, but for most Black women, they prefer bigger women because I know in my culture, when you get married, right? Back then, when I first got married, my auntie came home after 6 months to see if I had put on weight. And I hadn't put on that much weight. And I remember Temba was in trouble. My first husband was in trouble because they say, you are not feeding our child, right?
Yes.
So to most African men, they prefer the bigger, voluptuous women because it shows that, she's healthy, she eats, and she's well taken care of. And then number two, the other quality that you said also that attracts you to women, or most men to women, is, the makeup. How much makeup are you using on your face? Are you looking like a Barbie doll? Is it natural for you? There are men that prefer makeup, but ladies, don't put too much. That is going to change who you are. And the other part also was the respect, Mr. Mutangiri. You stressed on respect, that you are attracted, or most men are attracted to women that respect them, or even respect themselves. Women, let's respect ourselves, let's respect our bodies, but most of all, let's respect our counterparts. These men have a huge ego. It needs to be stroked with respect. The other issue that you spoke about is the purporting part. Too much talking.
I felt very low. When was that? I think it was 2014. I
Yeah.
was coming from a night shift
Hmm.
and I was using public transport. So I met this
Yeah.
Nigerian woman.
Hmm.
She was coming from home because she has a lot of luggage coming from the airport. So I stopped and helped her to put things in the bus.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened, but she lived just close to me. And
Hmm.
the husband came later. We were actually coming from the bus stop, coming over here. And I was still pulling some of the suitcases. But when the
Yeah.
husband came, the way she shouted at him, I said, had I known that this is your behavior, you
Hmm.
know, I didn't see
Yeah.
was speaking in their language. But when someone is speaking venom, it doesn't matter. You don't understand the language.
Yeah.
I could hear something is not right here. I have
Mm.
to just pass on the suitcase to the husband, but I wasn't very happy, to be very
Yeah.
honest. I
Hmm.
wasn't very the way she was talking to him and all this stuff. I feel very very low as a man. That what
Hmm.
is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. And another thing I have forgotten,
Yeah.
ladies, stop the bleaching. It's a put off to most men. Be yourself. Please, please stop bleaching. Oh my God. What a
Hmm.
put off or a turn off, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
You are really white on your face. Take off those
Yeah.
clothes. You are as black as that Aberdeen Angus bull. Come on. Yeah? You will be like this t-shirt of mine. And your
Yeah.
face is a different story. Ah, come on.
Hmm.
That's a turn off. For me, it's a complete turn off. Be yourself.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Be yourself and stop bleaching yourself, ladies. So you have Fanta Coke. Yeah. I remember growing up, yeah, it used to be called, a Fanta Coke, Your hands, when you touch your face, it's like, oh, somebody else is touching your face.
No, 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 no. Ah,
Wow. Yeah. So the other point you also mentioned was also a religion. You don't care uh, what religion a woman belongs to,
I
as long
know.
as that woman doesn't overdo it, right?
Men doesn't really. I've seen maybe some ladies consider that the man doesn't really care about your religion or the stuff. All
Yeah.
as long as you have the ingredients if that guy wants, that's fine. Religion is not really, it's not part of the deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Religion is not part of the deal. But you also stressed on sex. Sex is a pillar of a relationship, and
Yeah,
sex is
because
very important in the relationships.
we were wired differently. I understand ladies, there is a time really, it's not because they come into it maybe once a month there. For a man, it's every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a man, it's every day. Because
Every
a
day.
man can still produce babies till he die.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, he's like a man is like those tusks of an elephant. If it wasn't breaking, they grow
Yeah.
forever. Yeah, nyanga dzenzou hadzimiri kukura, but
Hadzimiri
hadzizosviki
kukura.
papotential yadzo because inotunga tunga regera dzichipedzisira dzimwe nhambo dzavhunika, but hadzimiri kukura nyanga dzenzou.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Mutangiri. We will invite you again to our Finding True Love and Marriage Advice. We are going to organize another time early in the new year so we can talk more about the matters of the heart, finding true love, and marriage advice show.
My pleasure. It was nice being here.
Yes, 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 yeah. And everybody else is saying yes. Thank you, Mr. Mtangiri, for being in the hot seat. And we will see you again in our next episode. So goodbye for now.
Okay, goodbye.